have really suffered. We have suffered, we have lost lives, thousands of lives. In South Sudan, when there is peace, there is life. Without peace, there's no life.
Peace to me is when you go to a different region and no one asks you what is your ethnicity. Peace is when there is no gunshots. Peace is when you can go to your farm, which is a very long distance or long mile, and no one attacks you from there. Peace is when you move freely without fear.
So with the council, we believe that peace is a process. Peace is not a project that, like today, I can build a house within 1 month and then it ends. So peace is a process. So I believe that reconciliation takes time.
So we developed an action plan for peace. We said it's very long term. We said there is no quick fix to peace. This is not going to be solved in 1 month or 1 year. We said we expect to be doing this for 10 to 20 years. Our action plan for peace has 3 pillars. One is advocacy. We defined advocacy as changing the narrative, because that includes all the international advocacy, coming to New Zealand to influence your government or going to the UN or wherever. That's part of it. But we said changing the narrative includes in the country. It includes not only changing the views of the government and the opposition here, but also the people themselves, moving out of that narrative of violence, moving out of hate speech and all of this other stuff into a narrative of peace.
We are the people who has really experienced the pain of this war. So for me, our voice is very strong, if can be heard. So in this workshop, we have learned a lot to upload our voice to bring this peace.
We do believe that establishing or restoring relations among our people that has really run into difficulties because of the war is the first step towards building peace in this country.
The second pillar we call neutral forum, and that's basically dialogue. In fact, we explain it, we say neutral forum dialogues. We create neutral spaces where we can bring together people from all walks of life, all parties, all tribes, all political points of view for dialogue. Not setting an agenda necessarily, but building trust, encouraging them to bring things where they disagree, things which are obstacles to peace, and helping to work through that. The church being seen as a trusted neutral mediator.
One of the most important activities that I carry around South Sudan in peace building and trying to make people reconcile is community conversation. And the objective of community conversation is to create a space, a safe space for people to discuss their issues, opportunities, problems, and ultimately find solution to them.
We are passing the messages of peace, so people should reconcile and people should forgive each other. Because the most important thing, if you want to bring permanent peace in this country, you have to forgive your enemies, and you have to accept your enemies also.
One of the major aspects for this community conversation is it provides healing. When people talk out their problems, they feel relieved, and this is part of trauma healing. And then this one, people are able to forgive each other, and that leads to reconciliation. Because without forgiveness, there cannot be any reconciliation. And if there is no reconciliation, which means there will be no peace.
The third pillar is reconciliation, which includes trauma healing. Again, we're already doing that at a local level, small scale, and we've had some local success. The national level one is beginning to roll out now. It will take us a while, but we'll cover the whole country.
We have teams that go out to bring ethnic groups, tribal groups together. So, for example, in Rumbek, where there's been tribes fighting over grazing land for their cattle, we've had workshops that have brought them together. In a sense, they've made peace, if you like.
The church is doing a lot in terms of peace building.
The church in South Sudan is spread it all over the country. In particular, the Catholic Church is present in 7 dioceses in South Sudan. covering almost the entire land of South Sudan, having huge followers, and the charity work of the church has been there for a long time. The church has been able to provide services to our people in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of their livelihood.
As a Christian, as a church worker, we believe there is hope always. There is always hope, and we hope there is going to be peace. But the question is, what type of peace are we talking about? The issue is, if we are talking about peace that addresses the root causes of the problem, this country will have a really, really good future.
Christ is the Prince of Peace. So it is instrumental that the church continues with that mandate. And that is exactly what I am doing. And I think that is very important. It is a role that is ongoing, and especially at the challenging moments of my own country. So the church should be more vocal, especially at this time, as an instrument of peace, to promote peace among the communities.
We want to live in peace, in permanent peace. Not the peace comes today and the tomorrow out now. We want to live in South Sudan in permanent peace.
What we want, we women of South Sudan, we want peace. Because now peace will not come out, it will come through us. If we love ourselves and forgive ourselves.
So if we can be able really to build peace and restore normal relations among our people, they will be able to make use of the resources and the talents they have to lead a better life.
Peace is when children are in school and there are no gunshots scaring them to run to their homes, and they are not able to attend school. That is peace. Peace is when we are all happy and we accept the diversity of this country, because we have very many languages spoken in this country. So that is peace according to me.